Gentlemen, in recognition of fatherly advice and guidance along the trail to Eagle, I ask these Eagle Scouts to present their fathers with the Eagle lapel pin.
One step so we can avoid the flag. I'm trying to figure that out. I think it's the ground. Isn't it the ground? Yeah. Work on it for me. Help me out here.
That's the one that says Dad.
Gotcha. Got me a clip? Hey.
This part of the ceremony gets me really excited because I've been a scouter for 10 years and I have yet to receive a pin. But Mom has a million of them. So there's some hope at the end of the trail, I think. No one will ever know the unnumbered acts of self-sacrifice and helpfulness from the mothers of these Eagle Scouts, which have led us to this night. As a symbol of what these mothers have made possible, the court will now ask the Eagles to present their mothers with a miniature Eagle pin. Will you please pin the token to your mother's collar?
That's good enough. Gotcha.
May I congratulate you again, and may I remind you that scouting should now become an even greater bond between son and parents, binding you even more closely as a family. I have confidence that you will be honoring scouting with your life and service as tonight scouting honors you. That God may bless you and make you a blessing is our prayer. You may all now take your seats. We will now be taking a few minutes to hear Eagle responses.
Oh, well, that's me.
Eagles, I'll ask you to come forward one at a time.
Oh.
Jonathan Loy.
Well, Jerry was telling me a couple of weeks ago that when I asked him to do this Eagle Court of Honor for us, that he wasn't probably going to get through the whole thing without crying or shedding some tears of some sort. And when he was up here talking, it was basically just the opposite. I mean, I couldn't hold back the tears because Jerry's just been with me for forever. He's been here behind me in every step of the way to Eagle. Well, first I'm going to start off with saying that I kind of got volunteered here to go first, because the parents committee were looking for someone to go first, so they decided to go look for the best orator to go first for the speech, and they thought that he'd be able to really astound everyone with his vocabulary and his smooth way of speaking. But unfortunately, when they went to go ask him, he said no. So then they decided to go to the smartest guy, thinking that he could dazzle everyone with his knowledge and his experience of scouting, and he said no too. So finally, they decided to go to the best-looking guy and asked him to go first. And I mean, by this time, I'm like tired of telling him no, so I decided to go first. Thank you. I'll be here all night. All right. Well, to start off, I am here for a really important reason, and that's really to actually honor all the guests of honor tonight. And for most of you, you're thinking that the guests of honor are really the four of us being up here, and you to recognize us. However, I'm gonna illustrate this with a story that my dad told me a few nights ago. There was an Eagle Scout, and he was looking for all the people who had helped him in his road to Eagle to come to be here at this event. And he'd come upon this man, and he asked him, "Would you please come to my Eagle Court of Honor? I really would appreciate it." And the man said, "No, I'm too busy. I really like to congratulate you in what you've achieved." But the boy said, "Sir, this isn't for me. This is really for you. This is for all the work that you've put in." So really, the moral of the story that I have to put in is that really, it's not the fact that you're here because of us, it's because we're here because of you. So at this time, I'd like for all the guests of honor to please stand right now. Yeah, that's all of you guys. Yeah, that's you guys. All of you've done something. Right now, since you're standing up, if you look around to the people around you, just look at it. Just look at who's next to you. All of these people have given something to one of the four of us. I mean, it doesn't matter where you've been. I mean, just showing up here tonight is still giving something to what we've done and achieved. And really, all of you guys have been the greatest part of this experience, and that really all of you are here just not to see us, but we're here to honor all of you. So give yourselves a round of applause. Let's see. Do I want to say anything else? No, I think I'm done. You can all be seated. I was supposedly here to set the tone for the rest of the speeches, so I'm gonna let next person come up, which I believe is Daniel, who lost the what is it, rock paper scissors game. It's my chance to hug you. Howdy. Yeah. Thanks, man.
Well, I first want to thank off the Cathedral and Troop 66 for organizing such a beautiful ceremony for us today. Okay. And I want to thank the friends and family that also helped. I want to thank Jim for helping me along the way, helping me push me to get me to this rank. I also want to thank the Corvos, the Frankels, and also Bill Ray for helping me stay in scouting and helping me push me. And I just thank everyone for being here in Troop 66. Thank you.
Next we have Christopher Bartol. Last time I saw you was at Weeblo's transition camp when everybody was in 5th grade.
I was small then.
Well, I made it. I know that this is one of those moments where everyone I know and everyone who helped me to get to where I am are beaming with pride over this accomplishment. It all started actually when I joined the Tiger Cubs, which is the basic starters point for all of Scouts. I spent my time from then to now advancing through the ranks, and now, after some of the hardest work I've ever done, I stand up here with these guys who have worked just as hard and harder to get to this place too. But I have to get the record straight and give credit to where it's due. First of all, thanks to all of the volunteers who donated both time and money to my Eagle project. Without you, I wouldn't be here. I would also like to thank two of my teachers, most notably Miss Cruz and Mr. Nowak. Miss Cruz was my junior year history teacher and also sat as one of the members of my Eagle Board of Review. In fact, as I recall it, she was the one who asked the hardest questions out of all 5 people there. And Mr. Nowak. Mr. Nowak was my high school music teacher, and his class was one of the best times I've ever had in my entire high school career. He was actually one of the teachers who had the biggest impact of my outlook of the world. He taught me all about the arts and even helped me to become better at something I really never thought I would advance too far in to begin with. And secondly, I want to thank my scoutmasters, Gene Loy and Jim Munn. Those are the two who stood out the most in my scouting career. But mostly I would like to thank my family, my grandmother for all the time she drove me to meetings and sewed on all my badges for me, and my sister Andy for being such a good sport about tagging along for all the scout campouts. My mom, who always helped me to go on even when I felt like I was spent. She was the source of a lot of my strength, and I am so grateful for all that she has done for me. My father, who was the role model for my determination. He always helped me out when he could and provided me with anything I needed. Mom, Dad, thank you both so much. I love you guys.
And now, finally, Eagle Scout Brad Prusa.
Welcome, and thank you for coming this evening. This evening is very special to me and many other, as well as the other boys receiving their Eagle tonight. Tonight is the night that we are being honored for all our hard work and everything that we have done to earn the rank of Eagle. Tonight is also the night, as Jonathan said, is to recognize you, all of the people that have helped and worked so hard for us to get here. I want to thank you for everybody that has helped me. There is also many, many people, too many to list, that have helped me throughout my scouting career, all the way from Tiger Cubs. And I thank you all. I want to thank my mother and my father, who have always been there to give me guidance and direction. I also want to thank my little sister Haley for the sweet little girl she is. I love you both. I love all of you, and thank you. And there's two people that I would especially like to thank, and that is Ron Corvo, unfortunately who is not here, and Bill Ray, who was up here earlier. They were the two that have got me standing here. As Bill had explained, I dropped out of scouting for a while, and I'd always planned on returning, but you know, it just never seemed to happen. Finally, after much hounding and stuff from Bill and Ron, I decided to join scouting again. Ron Corvo was my scout cub master and also my campus police officer. And I would see him every day, and he'd walk by the hallway, he'd be like, "Brad, when are you gonna join scouting again? Brad." So after about 1,000 times, I decided I'd join. So I joined Troop 66 at age 16. It'd been a while. And although Ron isn't here and Bill had to leave early, I want to thank them and for everything they've done for me. I told that little story because everybody in this room can help out as Bill and Ron have. They have given me that extra little push that a lot of boys in scouting and in life need. Every one of you in this room can be a help to someone else. As the Boy Scout slogan says, to do a good turn daily, you can use that and help to make this world a better place. Just by helping someone pick up that grocery that they dropped, makes them feel good, makes them feel like a better person. And it makes you feel good, and they want to return that favor. It kind of creates a chain reaction effect, and it makes everybody feel like a better person. Again, I would like to thank all of you who have helped me throughout the years, and especially those who have helped me to earn the rank of Eagle. It is not the badge that I wear that makes me an Eagle Scout. It is the person behind the badge. It is the characteristics of an eagle that will always shine throughout me in my life. It is not the badge, it is the person behind the badge. Thank you again, and I hope you have a wonderful evening.
Excellent job, men. I'd now like to introduce Mr. Tom Perusa to come up and speak on behalf of the parents.
Well, let's see if I can do as good a job as the boys did. Hi, I'm Tom, the proud father of Brad. I would just like to take a few moments to tell you a few things about him and just how proud his whole family is of him. Ever since Brad was a child, he has been a leader, constantly attempting to change things, and because of this, he hasn't always made things easy for us. But his mother and I knew he would be able to do great things in life with a little guidance and direction. He started in scouting at age 6, has gone all through scouting, is now an Eagle Scout. Brad completed high school and now attends Golden West College. He has always been a high achiever and is the type of person who would greatly add value to a company's workforce. In the past 4 years, Brad has worked with the City of Garden Grove with the Youth After School program. He assisted children with their homework, including math and science, and provided a safe and fun environment for the children. Currently, he is a lifeguard and a swim instructor for the city. He watches after swimmers' safety and teaches children and adults as well to swim. In closing, I would just like to say, Brad, he really treasures his family and friends. Someday, Brad will make a wonderful husband who will treat his wife with loving respect and dignity, as well as being a good father to his children. And these things, as we all know, are the most important things in life. Thank you.
Gentlemen, could I have you come forward one more time, please? I'm not going to promise that yet, but we now have a few special presentations. Will the representative from the United States Marine Corps please step forward?
Well, thank you for having us here today. It's a great pleasure for us to be here to represent, be here for these 4 distinguished gentlemen. They've accomplished a lot. I never actually made it through Boy Scouts, but I know what it took to get there, so I give you guys your props. As you've all entered a distinguished group who out through outstanding leadership, service to community, and tremendous contributions toward the strength of the nation of our freedom. And that's something you don't take lightly in everyday life. These are traits that we share as Marines and as future leaders of America, try to show and represent to everyone. You all have a very bright future ahead of you, and I wish you good luck and continue your success in your future endeavors. So on behalf of the Commandant of the United States Marine Corps, it gives me great pleasure in commending all 4 of you, Christopher Bartol, Daniel De La Torre, Jonathan Loy, and Brad Prusa, for your superior achievement in youth excellence, exemplified the highest ideals and traditions of the Boy Scouts of America. In recognition of this attainment to the rank of Eagle Scout, I congratulate all 4 of you. What I have here, I have some certificates for you from, the Marine Corps. So, Christopher Bartol. Daniel De La Torre. Jonathan Loy.
All right, to give you top spot.
And Brad Prusa. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you taking the time to join us. I would now like to introduce Mr. Bob Cavender from the Crystal Cathedral.
Well, Jonathan, Christopher, Bradley, and Daniel, all four of you today have received the highest honor a Boy Scout can receive. The medal in which you were presented earlier today, just a few moments ago, is only one of two pins that are non-military that our military forces will allow a soldier to wear on his uniform. Our country salutes you, our community salutes you, and your church salutes you. Isaiah 40:31 says, "But those who trust in the Lord for help will find their strength renewed. They will rise on wings like eagles. They will run and not get weary. They will walk and not grow weak." Your obligation to live with honor, courageousness, cheerfulness, and service will set you apart. Always trust in the Lord for your strength. On behalf of Dr. Schuler, the Crystal Cathedral Ministries, our men's ministry, we would like to present to you each an eagle for your home, symbolizing this special day which you have become an Eagle Scout. Congratulations, we are all proud of you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cavender. I'd now like to ask Monica Escobar to come forward again from the BSA Council office.
Well, hello everybody. I just want to congratulate you again on your accomplishment. Representing the local Boy Scout Council as well as Boy Scouts of America, it's a great honor to be here today with the four of you in what is a great accomplishment in our organization in the top level, in the top award. So today I would like to present to you this certificate which states your rank. Bradley Thomas Prusa. Daniel De La Torre. Jonathan Loy. And last but not least, Christopher Joseph Bartol.
Thank you, Monica. While you're here, if I could take just a couple minutes to let everybody know just exactly what this all means. We've heard a lot of great compliments about these young men. We know they've accomplished a great achievement. And by wearing that pin, that medal upon your chest now, you are now amongst a brotherhood of men of which some of us only dream about. You are now in the company of great Olympians like Willie Banks, who's a world record holder in the triple jump and the long jump. Lloyd M. Benson Jr., former Secretary of the Treasury and former United States Senator from Texas. Bill Bradley, U.S. Senator from New Jersey. William C. DeVries, the surgeon and educator, transplanted the first artificial heart. Thomas Foley, former Speaker of the House, former United States Congressman from Washington. Gerald R. Ford, 38th President of the United States. James A. Lovell Jr., Apollo astronaut and now a business executive. Richard G. Lugar, United States Senator. H. Ross Perot, founder, Electronic Data Systems Corporation and the Perot Group. Harris Salisbury Pulitzer, of the Pulitzer-winning author. Steven Spielberg, film director and producer. And Togo West, Secretary of the Army. It's easy to see that you are now part of an incredible group and an excellent company, I might add. One little note I would like to add, in case you didn't happen to know. One of the most amazing feats the United States has ever accomplished is putting men on the moon. Of the 12 men that have had pleasure of stepping on the face of the moon, 11 of them were Eagle Scouts. The 12th was a life. Neil Armstrong was the first, an Eagle Scout, and he proudly named that first lunar vehicle Eagle, and everyone remembers the famous quote, "The Eagle has landed," and that was an honor and tribute to the Eagle Scout rank. Just a little reading, if I may. I've heard this at many Eagle Scout ceremonies, and if you don't mind, I'd like to take the time to read it. It's a little reading called 100 Scouts. Of any 100 boys who become scouts, it must be confessed that 30 will drop out in their first year. Perhaps this may be regarded as failure, but later in life, all of these will remember that they had been scouts and will speak well of the program. Of the 100, only rarely will one ever appear before a juvenile court judge. 12 of the 100 will be from families that belong to no church. Through scouting, these 12 and many of their families will be brought into contact with the church and will continue to be active all their lives. 6 of the 100 will become pastors. Each of the 100 will learn something from scouting. Almost all will develop hobbies that will add interest throughout the rest of their lives. Approximately 1/2 will serve in the military and in varying degrees profit from their scout training. At least one will use it to save another person's life, and many will credit with saving their own. 4 of the 100 will reach Eagle rank, and at least one will later say that he valued his Eagle above his college degree. Many will find their future vocation through merit badge work and scouting contacts. 17 of the 100 boys will later become scout leaders and will give leadership to thousands of additional boys. Only 1 in 4 boys in America will become a scout. But it's interesting to know that of the leaders in this nation, in business, religion, and politics, 3 out of 4 were scouts. This story will never end. Like the golden pebble of service dropped into the human sea, it will continue to radiate in ever-widening circles, influencing the characters of men down through the unending time. You're not only to be congratulated for what you have done, you are to be honored, and you're to be respected. And I have great respect for all of you. And I waited till now to say anything, Jonathan, because I knew I wouldn't be able to say it. I'm very proud of all of you, having known some of you from Scout Camp, meeting you here today, and Jonathan, knowing you since you and Christopher made that Raptors patrol flag back when you were Weeblo Scouts. Could we have a big round of applause for these Eagle Scout candidates? This concludes our advancement ceremony today. Thank you all for attending. Please join us in the Arboretum. I now declare this National Court of Honor closed.